Good morning. We are here in Kissimmee, Florida. We are at the Pioneer Village at Shingle Creek. It's they got a bunch of old buildings here, old church, old school building, bunch of old stuff, and we're gonna go check it out. Join us on our adventure.
Good, good. Come on.
Are you guys here to do the self-guided tour?
Yes.
Yes. We had a Groupon.
Oh, okay. Alright. So you guys do get a map. Would you guys like to share one or have one each?
No, we can share one.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
share one. Yeah.
So just letting you know, we are right here in the Parton house. We do have a restroom right before you begin as well.
Oh, good.
All the buildings that are underlined in red are our original buildings.
Oh, good.
The rest are just replicas.
Awesome.
And would you like a receipt?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Yo, the chickens, you're gonna feed the chickens. It's so cute here.
So we picked it's summertime in Florida, so it's a little hot, a little humid, but this morning it was very overcast and it looks like it's gonna rain most of the day. We actually have two potential hurricanes looming in the Gulf of Mexico, neither one of which looks like it's gonna do too much to Florida. It looks like they're gonna more get into the Gulf, but so it's kind of a little overcast today, so it's kind of a good day to come out here. There's not a lot of shade here, as you can see. There's not a lot of trees. Most of the buildings, we were told, were not AC'd. I believe just the church is. So coming here on a hot day at 3 in the afternoon in the summertime might not be the best choice, but we're still going to check everything out here and hope for the best. Okay,
So where we
anything that they have underlined in orange or red, whatever color that is, they said was an original building. So the Parton house was the ranch style house that we bought our tickets in. So we're going to the general store and the schoolhouse is what these two buildings are here. So let's go check them out.
It seems like it's wheelchair accessible. You can open up.
Yeah, the buildings seem like they're all kind of wheelchair accessible. The doorways are a little narrow here, but they all have ramps that go up, which is nice. Oh, this is cool, a little general store. U.S. Post Office. Look at the little post office box where you pick up your mail. Excuse me, I want to order a sarsaparilla. Some honey sticks, please. I guess no one's man in the general store today. So now we're entering the schoolhouse. It would be nice if we actually got the signs over here. This is the sign for the general store. Okay, then this building here is the schoolhouse. Community-centered schools. Are we allowed to ring the bell? Time for school, kids. Time for school. Oh, this is where the kids would hang up their jackets, which in Florida isn't for very much, just a few months of the year. I wonder what the kids would wear to school. Were they allowed to wear shorts, or did they have to wear long pants and long dresses?
Probably like shorts and those little dress shorts.
Oh, I hope so, because with no AC in the Florida time when school starts in August.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Time for school.
So that's the bunkhouse.
Okay, so let's go check out the bunkhouse. I don't know. What's a bunkhouse?
A bunkhouse is where you get a lot of bunk.
It's for teenage boys.
Boys to men, it says.
Cool. Let's go check it out. It says no entry in the bunkhouse, so we can't go in the bunkhouse, but we can kind of peek in the window. So if you lived in the bunkhouse and you had to use the bathroom, before there was indoor plumbing, you'd have to use the outhouse. Here's the outhouse. Imagine having to walk out here in the middle of a thunderstorm to use the bathroom. Here's the outhouse. Wow. In the Florida heat, using this, oh my, no thanks. I had to stink. All right. Home cooking. The Cadman's servant, Sarah Evans, moved to Florida with the family. She worked for them for 12 years as a nurse or nanny, a helper for Jane, and a cook for the family. Wow. Interesting. Well, I like this little front porch here.
That's part of the cabin house, not the kitchen.
I know. This is part of the house. Sit down on the front porch. Check out the old house.
I wish I could go in so I could see what was back there.
Maybe over there there's an open door.
Yeah, there might be another window or something. Let's go check it out.
There's another open door over there. We just have to go.
This is where they ate.
It says no entry.
Yeah, but you can still see it from there. What's in the living room? You have to go around the house.
Maybe this is where they ate. A little dining room table. Huh, yeah. Interesting.
I like the old stove and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know, it's neat. Yeah, there's an open door over here.
You probably can go around the building though.
Yeah, you can cut through here, it looks like. Here's one of the rooms. Ah, there's a more formal dining room back there. One thing I will say, though, is when the wind blows, the breeze is nice. So it makes it feel a little cooler. Like when you stick your head in the doorways and you feel the breezeway. I guess this is what they would call now a living room.
Say there, Alexis. Say it.
Living room slash family room. Back then, there was obviously no TV.
No TV.
Oh, I like the porch.
Rocking chair.
Sit out here in the rocking chair,
Mommy,
looking at the
go
church.
and sit in that rocking chair.
Oh, is that a mason you lost?
Looks like it might be, hanging off the tree. Somebody probably hung it up there thinking they'd find it, but they ain't coming back for it. That there mask has been hanging up since 1887. Alright, this right here is the Seminole settlement, the Seminole Indians. The Seminoles of Central Florida built settlements on elevated hammocks or islands along the swampy Kissimmee River. Pine logs and palm thatch were used to build these. So this is where the Seminole Indians would live. Cool. They would sleep up here off the ground because obviously you don't want to sleep on the ground because of the bugs and snakes and whatnot. You lift yourself up off the ground, but still having to sleep out here at night in a Florida summer. Wow. All I can say is wow. It's got to be hot. Air conditioning, I think, was one of the best inventions ever. Cow camp. John Lanier came to Osceola County from Hillsborough County in search of better pastures. Because if you've never visited Florida before, everybody thinks Florida is beaches and theme parks. There is a lot of cattle and a lot of cattle farming still that takes place to this day in Florida. You go out into the country and the picture you see up here, you see pictures similar to that. We see cows. I see cows almost every day when I drive to work. Because it's true, I didn't think Florida had a bunch of cows. Did you? When I moved here, I was like, why are there so many cows here? There's more cows here than there are in Ohio. We're headed to the sugar press, the boiling shed, the barn, and the Lanier house. All are back here. Imagine living out here, as we've got 2 hurricanes looming potentially in the Gulf of Mexico over the next couple of days.
What was this for? Oh, sugar press, huh?
Probably to get the sugar.
Interesting.
I'm guessing. It says something new, and then over here it says model. This was the new model.
Goldens.
Golden's new model. Golden's new model.
Interesting.
Not sure what that is. There's some words on the back there too. Golden's.
Least distance to said feed rolls apart.
Columbus, Georgia.
1/8 of an inch. Order parts by letter and number.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
It was based out of Columbus, Georgia. I wonder if there's a Golden still in Columbus, Georgia.
That is so neat.
I may have to do what viewers are going to have to do. Google it. Home sweet home. It says pioneers grew and produced sugarcane to use as a sweetener for cooking and baking. The sugarcane grew in small cane patches alongside other crops. The perennial plant was harvested once a year in the fall and often processed in community get-togethers during which they came together to make sugar, syrup, and molasses. It shows a picture of it over here. It grinds it. Yeah, it shows. They feed the cane stalks in, the horse pulls it and grinds the gears. The horse walks around and it grinds the gears and it turns the gears. And it says the cane juice was funneled into a barrel. And it says they would use it for sugar, syrup, and molasses. Cool. The Spanish explorers brought this tropical plant to St. Augustine, Florida in 1565, and it's been grown in Osceola County for centuries. Wow, I didn't know they grew sugarcane in Osceola County. I know in South Florida because I see it all the time. You see it all the time if you drive to Fort Lauderdale or Miami, especially if you go down the middle of the state and you take 27. You see sugarcane, you see the sugar plantation, not plantations, the sugar plants. You see the sugar plants when you drive down 27 when you're heading to South Florida. I didn't know in Osceola County they grew it, but the community here started it. I don't think there's too much commercial growth of it here. Maybe some people still grow it for their own personal usage, but interesting. Okay, this was an old cattleman's barn. Obviously where they would use it to protect their farm equipment, their animal food, and the animals themselves. Horses, oxen, and meat cattle were generally kept outdoors. Smaller, younger animals were kept inside, especially during harsh weather. Interesting. Let's go see what this barn looks like inside. Into the barn we go. Any animals? Wilbur! No animals. This is where they would keep their young animals, their food. I'm guessing the food and that they would store in here to keep it dry. Hi, chickens! Hi!
Oh my god, look at them talking. They make funky noise.
Are you hungry? We got food! We brought you lunch.
Yeah, here you go, Alexis. Don't throw it all at them. That way they
You just have to toss it through the holes.
just yeah.
Don't put it there, they might peck you.
They'll peck you. Yeah, you gotta
Just
throw
toss
it.
it through, like the handful. Just
Look
go.
at Alexis. You go like this.
Watch
Look.
Mommy do it.
They ain't hungry.
You guys aren't hungry? You got chicken feet on your back. Are you recording this?
Yes. Let me know.
One of these chickens is whining. Are you okay? I know, I hear you. There you go.
A little peck.
We brought you some food.
Well, they have plenty right over there.
There's
I
plenty
think
of
we
food.
just bought it for no reason.
There's tons of food in that little thing yet. We just bought food. At least it was only a quarter.
Yeah, it was for their. It helps them.
Exactly. I don't like that he's making that whining sound.
Maybe somebody can help us understand what it is. Maybe it's a mating call or something. I mean, they're all the same, so I think they're all female,
The one
right?
that's moving the least.
I think it's a she.
She.
Are these roosters?
I don't know. Hens.
Hens, right?
They look like hens to me.
Yeah, so they're females.
Honey.
Do you want more chicken food?
No, I don't think we'd eat it.
Cute. I wish I could touch them.
I mean, there's always the rest of them.
What's that? What's that? You subscribe to Primetime UCF on YouTube?
Did you?
Thanks.
Smart guys.
It's always good to have more subscribers. Thanks. Tell your friends.
Aw,
Hey, Mom, did you finish cooking breakfast?
I did.
All right, let's go round up the kids.
John, Billy,
Chow time.
Betsy.
Pioneers only. Do not enter.
Well, it's open.
This says to not. Oh my gosh. Go in.
Just don't touch nothing.
Yes, you're allowed to go in this one. Just don't touch one. Oh, look.
My hair must be fluffy mess.
Gorgeous. Fabulous garden.
Fabulous.
Ooh, look at the old record player.
Yeah.
Alexis, look, that's how you used to listen to music.
There was a bedroom in here.
I know. I saw it on Spirit before.
I hope my bed wouldn't be that lumpy. My God.
You know what?
My bed wouldn't be that lumpy. My God.
Oh, that's where the cattle rustlers are hiding.
Oh, okay.
Cletus and Clyde, we see under there.
This one's lumpy too.
Osceola County Sheriff's Office.
Nah,
Come out.
this is a small room. Look at
How
that
tiny
bed.
the
That's
bed is.
the bed is tinier than a twin. It's like half.
At least it's long.
2/3 of it,
Usually these
maybe?
old style beds are so short that like you'd barely fit on them.
Well, I think I'd barely fit on that.
No, you'd fit. You're short.
Okay, but you'd barely fit on that. Oh, my hair.
Yep, it's the packing house. Citrus boxes in here.
Okay.
Packing your citrus. Look, there's some machinery back there if I don't break nothing.
Why you keep talking with a hillbilly?
Pack the citrus. What?
Nothing.
Indian River. Indian River citrus is still in existence today. Their trucks drive out of Winter Haven, Florida. I see them almost every day as I'm driving to work.
A crow hovering over the cemetery. Or is it a vulture? Damn, it's even worse. A vulture hovering over a cemetery. I don't know how I feel about this. Huh.
Church was built in 1889. It's the second oldest church building remaining in the county. Today it's located on John Young Parkway. The interior of the chapel was restored in the 60s. Wow. Century-old oak trees.
Look at this, Dan.
I know. That was the church.
Wow.
Alexis, look at the church.
This was a church? Look at this real quick. It's literally like
Hey,
palm and hay.
it even had electricity in
What?
1917. It says in 1917 a new brick church was
Palm
built, even
fronds.
had
See, it was
electricity.
palm fronds, not the hay. Palm fronds. What do you mean? You didn't get to see it? I walked down an aisle. Just not a church one.
Just as beautiful today as she was then.
Oh.
She's
Will I marry you?
No,
Yes, of
she's
course.
way more beautiful.
Wait a minute, who's this? You weren't there the first time. Where'd you come from?
God, we're all a sweaty mess. It's so hot.
Years ago.
It's a very small town that we live here in Pioneer Village, Florida. There's only one person in the choir.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. 'Twas blind, but now Tyson House. Okay.
James C. Tyson, Florida Cracker. Oh wow, look at the family in 1912. It's so weird when you see old photographs of people.
Nope, it's fine.
When you see old photographs of people, no one ever looks happy.
I think they tell them to not
But the funny thing is everybody in this picture looks miserable. This girl right here almost kind of looks like she's about to start smiling.
I don't think so. I think she's just
don't
looking
know.
away. Nobody ever looks happy.
Nobody ever looks happy.
I
So I
think
wonder
they tell them.
what are people gonna think 100 years from now when they see our YouTube videos?
Yeah, that
Or
we're
when they see
idiots.
pictures of us smiling in front of like the dumbest stuff.
Probably that we're idiots.
All the selfies everybody takes. I wonder what they'll think.
Okay, so there was a cot in the back,
Even exist there?
and that's
Maybe.
okay.
When you're
Wow,
like 80
all the
years
living
old,
happened here. The baby slept there. Somebody slept there. Somebody slept there.
Yeah, Dad got the back room.
Tiny little house.
Mom got the comfier bed so she could be closer to baby.
Wow.
Kissimmee City began as a trading post, and Shingle was the location of the post office and Shingle Mill. So I guess that's where Shingle Creek and all that stuff gets its name from. So whenever you're driving on Osceola Parkway and you go across the Shingle Creek Bridge that shakes you, know that it's named after something famous. Come on, guys, we're gonna miss the train. Anyone?
Oh, I'm coming! Oh,
Ah, come on, hurry, we're gonna make... Excuse me, sir. We need 2 tickets to New York. 3 tickets to New York.
What did you take to you in New York? We're doing a YouTube video.
The old luggage. Bring your luggage in. They load on the train for you. Narcoossee, Florida. Can almost picture being here, waiting for the train to arrive from down the tracks, taking you to wherever you needed to be.
But the track and stand.
American train travel is definitely not what it used to be, and who knows if we'll ever get back there because we love our car.
Awesome.
The old gauges on it. Alright, so this wraps up our trip here to the Pioneer Village at Shingle Creek. This place is open from 10 to 4 daily. It's located at 2491 Babb Road in Kissimmee, Florida. We had a good time going around. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the adventure with us. We found the deal on Groupon. All 3 of us were able to come for $11. So that's not bad at all for 3 people to come out. And we were here, what, maybe like an hour and a half? Something like that, looking around. We looked at every building that was open and accessible. We had a really good time. Did you like it here?
Yep, my favorite part was because I walked on the trail tracks and it felt like I was in a video game.
The train tracks felt like a video game? Oh, okay, cool.
It's like that time when
Like a Mario game, she said.
Oh, okay.
It's that time when you're in a Mario game and you're like jumping and you're like, if I fall, I'm going to die.
All right, that's fun.
Yeah, we had a really good
Yeah.
time here.
Yeah.
If you're in the Central Florida area, come check this place out. Look for that Groupon deal, and we'll see you soon.